Hi. There is something I just need to tell you so that you will be sure that God, that it is not the wrath of God. You understand? God killed no one. For now. He killed no one. Really no one. So I was listening to this Jewish Shemitah. I was listening to some kind of man, and he said about that there are good things in the Shemitah and bad things in the Shemitah. Now, if these are good things, then this also is not God, but God warns you for good things. And if it is bad things, what will happen? Then God is warning you for bad things. But it is not my Father who do this. It is not Jesus who do this, and it is not the good angels who do this. I want you that you understand this very well, because my Father is no killer. It's not in his name. So when I told you in the beginning, when I did come here, that I will protect the names, so I will. That's why my heart become heavy, and I go to the internet just now to tell you this. So the Shemitah is one in the 7 years, one time in the 7 years, and this year is the year of the Shemitah. And God put in my heart that it is like people say about this Shemitah. So it's true. It's no lie. Because God tell me that it is no lie. And I told you in the beginning about collapses with money, with buildings, with everything, you know. This year is a year of falling away from things, because it's the year of the Shemitah. And God put in my heart, in my soul and my mind, that this is really true. It is no lie if people talk about the Shemitah. But know that whatever you see, don't blame my Father. It is God who will warn you about it. But it is not God who do this. It's a warning from God. It's a warning from Jesus. It's a warning from the angels. That you need to watch out for it. And definitely when it is a bad year. And so far I have seen all these years what's coming are bad. And every year we pass, you will see changes. and it will become more bad. That's why I'm telling you all the time. You are in the beginning in the time now, but you don't want to be in the middle of it. And you definitely don't want to be in the end of it. That's why I'm telling you this. And take heed, for I tell you no lies. I tell you exactly like it is. I tell you what I feel, what I know, what I learn, what I understand. This is what I'm doing. Okay. Now I will tell you about the sun. God told me that the sun was made out of a lot of things you not know of. Names like protocol, some kind of gases, lightning, molecules. I don't know what God told me. He told me all these kind of things, and it was a whole list how God did make the sun and why He did make the sun. He did make the sun for light by day and to see what time it is. And to see what magnificent things the sun can and will do. Definitely in this time. You definitely will see things in the sun you never saw before. So this is the part of the sun. The sun gives his warmth, but not for you to become brown. God never did say, take off your clothes and go into the sun. So, when you become brown, it's not so good. Now I will tell you about the moon. The moon is also a part of God, and He did make this for light by night. But not only light by night. It's also to see the data, what day it is. Use this, people, because this is the real time of God. God has put His time in the air for you people to understand what time it is, what day it is, and people start to go to the moon. That is not, this moon is not made to go put your feet on God's data. So this is a very wrong thing. They try to go to the moon. And I tell you again, you can go to the moon, but not in your own power, not in your own thinking. You need someone who know about this. I tell you about this guy. Is pure evil. And if he can bring you to the sun, he will let you walk there. Because it's nice that you can step on my father's time. It's against God. And the stars are the stories of God, the real stories. And this got everything to do with the things what will happen on earth. It is written in God's air. And that's all what I know about this. God only told me about the sun, that it is magnificent work of God. He did. He told me about how he did make it, what's in it, what the names of it, what it do. I will tell you what it do. It is a protection for God. The sun is like a shield of God. If there comes something what don't need to come there, the sun will spit his fire. It goes automatically. And the more things what will come, the more fire it will spit. So also the things you don't see, the sun will react on it. And you don't see it with your eyes or with your binocular or whatever, telescopes and all this kind of what people put money in and let die the poor for it. This is also an issue in God's eyes, that you people did do this. So they cannot see with their fancy rich things into the air and see all, because there are also things you cannot see. But the Son feel it, and he will react on it. And like you know, there will be war in heaven. Not only on earth. Because I told you, earth and heaven are connected with each other. So the war, what happened in heaven, is happen on earth. I tell you about the things that go above your mind. And you don't have to understand me. It doesn't matter. But I need to tell you about the things I know. When you are with my God, my Father. Because He tell me all this kind of things. And sometimes I think, whoa, my Father, why you all tell me this? And it's not even difficult to understand. You understand? If He comes to you and He tell you about these things, then you will not understand, because you are not touched by God. You know? First you need to be touched by God, and then you will understand Him also. Because then you are one with Him. And yeah, what God did with me is just very special. And I still don't know what God did see in me. I don't know. Then I think back when I was born, and now I know why I am born. I'm born to do this, people. This is my destiny. This is my way. I will walk it with God. And for now, no one will stop me. So God tell me about a lot of things. I thought, why you are telling me this? Am I so high, so good, so... What am I from you, my Lord, my Father, God? Please, tell me. But He don't tell me. He only told me, you will know when it is time. Because I think when He explained me now, that I will still don't understand, or will not even believe it. So I will wait till the time is there. This is also something with time. I told my father, God, I don't want to live in this people time. I want to live in your time. Because I follow you. I don't follow the people. I only tell the people what I know, and that's it, my father. Nothing more. I will warn them, because I love them, like my father do. But he could not tell me when I will find the time, the real time, the time of God. Because it's God can explain me, but you need to get it when it is time. So he cannot explain me before it is time. I need to be there in the time when it happened. And this did happen. I know the real time of God. So I can tell you, people, that you all live in a lying time. You are all fooled by time. Because you know only the time what your watch say on your wrist or in your living room. But you don't watch my father's time. You don't search for it, because you got your own time. If you want to be close with God, then you will search for things what belongs to God. And one thing of these things is the time of God. Well, that's how you will know what will happen on earth, and what day, and what time. You understand? So you need to know my Father, and then you will ask for my Father's time. Because if you don't know the time, you don't know God's plans. You don't know God. So when God did come to me, I started to realize that my human time is a lying time. I did ask God, God, please give me a dream or a vision about your time. I want to live in your time and not in this people time, because I belong to you. So I need your time. And God told me, you will know the time. And I told you about the vision I did get from God. That was a hidden time. And I can tell you people, it is really hidden. It is not easy to understand what is God's real time. You will search and search and you will not find it if you are not with God. You better know that I tell you like it is, because I did look 2 long years to find my Father's time. But now God is not warning only for the Shemitah, but God is also warning you for the time. Look out your window and look at the moon and tell me what time you see in the moon and what time you see on your watch. Can you please do this for me? And many people will wake up, because the moon don't say that it is 2 or 3 October. Understand that I don't lie nothing, that I tell you about the things you really need to know. It's time for you to understand that there will walk men here on this earth who will do this for you, because God did send them. And I am definitely one of these men who will tell you about God's time, God's things, God's wrath. And about your downfall, people, if you don't wake up on time. Because everything got to do with God's time and not your time. You understand? I hope you do, because I tell you really like it is. These are no stories I suck out of my tongue. Don't think so, people. And I feel honored to share this with you. But I also feel so dumb that I need to tell you this, that you not know it. I know it and you don't know it. I never been to school and you did all the schools. Do you understand? I never been to school. But then God come to me and He throw me into the water, deep water, very deep. And He told me, swim. My son, swim. because God thinks it's the best way how to learn to swim. Just jump in it and try to swim, and you will swim if you really want to swim. And if you drowned that day, then you did not use your brain and your body. You know, when Jesus was on that water and I was in this boat, and I told Jesus, can I come to you? Do you think that I will drown? No, I will jump out of the boat and I will forget the water because I want to go to Jesus. This is what people do wrong. People think they will drown. And this what you think will happen. You will drown if you think that you will drown. But if you are strong enough, then you will know that you will swim and that you will win from the water. I tell you like it is, people. It is all in the mind. And what is in your heart. Your mind and your heart are the 2 points you need to do with it. And God will do the rest with your soul. But you need to do it with your head and with your heart. And God will do with your soul in what He thinks, what is good for you. Leave this to God. But we all got a head, brains, and a heart. I tell you, use it good. And you will understand how good you really are. Use it in a bad way, and you will understand and know how bad you are. I tell you about things you people never think about. Because I know you people. You think about other things. You don't think what is in your mind and what is in your heart. And what you can do with it. And how much do you use of your brains. You tell me, how much do you use of your brains? I will tell you. You will use 5% of your brains. But there is a lot more. You can use your whole brain. The full 100% of your brain you can use. If you understand how you come by this 100% to use your brains. It goes together with your heart. you never use all of your brains. No one did. No one did ever make this. No one did ever think of this. And they try to go as far as possible. But you need your heart together with your brain. These are 2 points. They belong to each other, together. Or you will never make the full 100% how to use your brains. And I will tell you how I use my brains and my heart. I use it the full 100%, my heart and my brains, because I am with God and God is with me. And God let me see how to use the things I never did. I do things now I never did. I think things now I never think about. I speak now I never spoke. I feel now what I never did feel. I see now what I never saw. I hear now what I never hear. I know now what I never know. And this is what God do with you. Understand me very well. Because God is here. And if He see people He can use in a good way or in a bad way, He will use you in a good way or a bad way. I hope for you that it is the good way, because when He comes into you, He don't let you go again. And you will understand God, that you grab Him and you don't let Him go again. And you will tell Him honestly and in real tears to forgive you in everything you did. And when God sees you mean it, He will never let you go, because He knows that you are a true man of the God of Abraham, my father. But I was talking about the Shemitah. I was talking about your time and my father's time. Look into the air, people. Look what the moon tells you. And then look on your calendar. And you will understand how very right I am. And this you will see now, because God wanna let you see it now. And I need to tell you now. That's why I'm here right now. And I'm glad he did. Oh, people, this Ebola will spread, eh? There is really something dirty going on with this Ebola thing. So understand that it will spread. And there will come more diseases. New diseases you never hear about. I told you in the beginning. And I tell you again. These are warnings all the time, people. And you can do something with it. Or don't listen to it. Because it's all up to you. It always will be. Know my master, and you will know what kind of master you are. Because God will make you perfectly in your thinking and your speaking, your feeling, your hearing, your seeing, your touching and tasting. Your learning process. Oh yes, God will work in you, not on you, but in you, because for God this is very important, the inside of you. So He will turn the inside outside. That's why I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. What comes from inside goes outside to you. It's very easy to understand the things I say, because I don't use not many parables. And by the way, I'm not Jesus. But I'm just a boy of God. And God gave me all these things. And the only thing I need to do is walk to you and tell you about it. And then it's up to you if you fall for it or not. And you better do. Because you can fall on the wrong way. Or you can fall on the right way. But when you fall on my way, you will stand up and never fall again. Because I know God's way is very difficult. You need to understand that God's way is not so easy. And this way what lead to Rome, there are many ways. Easy ways to go there. That's why there are many ways what leads to Rome. But that's not God's way. God got only one way. And if you fall, you stand up. And He will never let you fall again. But all the things you do the first time are difficult. You know? When you become sick, first you become really sick, but later the sickness will go away. This is with all things. But it's also on God's road. If you fall, stand up and go on. And God will help you never to fall again. And people, I'm not without sin. I did also my wrong things. I did also go to the internet and jerk myself off on any porno movie. I'm fair with you, eh? I tell you about the things I did. And this is a sin. If you look at porn, I recommend you to stop this. I know that it will give you nice feelings, but that's the problem. The nice feelings. But if you get the choice that God come to you and He tells you, you can choose about everlasting feelings of sex, of one times mind feeling I put in you. What will you choose? Will your choice be everlasting sex feelings, or this one feeling you get only one time? So I tell you about the things, you know, you need to understand that it is always your choice to make. You are free. You are not bound on God. You know, God don't say to you, yeah, you need to be with me, you need to be with me, because I'm telling you, you need to be with me. No, He gives you your own choice. And He will leave it that way. He will let it that way. But now it's up to you. Because it always is, was, and always will be. I did have very much trouble to stop jerking on porno sites. I did love it, really. But it's my father know I did this, and he did say nothing, like he don't care, because he know me already. It will bother me so much that I will stop in my own power of it. God know me very well. That's why he did come to me. He know that I will pick the good choices and leave the wrong choices away. So for me, no more porno sites. No more jerking off on porno sites. This is finished. I told my father, and now I tell you people, how dangerous it is when you start with this kind of things. It's not easy to stop it, and I can know it. You know, when I did gamble every day, and then I saw that I become poor in my gambling, because I did always lose. And then I stopped. I told the people, I go home, you will never see me again. I will not go on with this, because you lose everything, but you think you win. That's the dangerous thing of gambling. So don't gamble. And porn sites is something like this. You get good feeling, you know, you get horny feelings, and yeah, that's God's nature, because God told us, go multiply. So we did. But we also misuse things, like porn sites. Don't go to the sweet sins, because how sweet it is for you, it are sins. And these people who do it, these people will go to hell, because they learn you how to do it. They let you see that there are this kind of sites with billions of girls who can give you this feeling. And then I understand that it is difficult to stop this. But try it. Because I told you, on the road of God, you will fall. But stand up. And do it again. And you will see that God will work in you and will help you from this disgusting, evil, dirty, low, sexist things. He will take you away from it, and you will never fall again. And that's the power of the women. The man love the sex of the women. That's why man and woman belong together. That's why they fit together. They fit so well. But the people who do this porn, these beautiful girls, and then I think, oh my God, they are so beautiful. Why they do this? But then when I'm on a site like this, then I'm starting to think, what the heck I am doing here? You understand? So it's also wrong to go there. But the girls who do this, if there are girls like this who do this, stop this, because it's against God, definitely. You playing like a hooker. And what did Jesus said? Don't sin again. So you very know that it is a sin. It is against God. And I call it sweet sins. But it are sins. And you don't belong to this kind of sins. Look at your pop stars. They are almost doing the same. They're making you and give you feelings. What comes out of the women into the man. And the man only can think about that moment they are in some kind of magic trick. You understand? And then the girl's going to ask you things, and you're gonna do it because you are in a trance and you want to be close to this girl, you want to smell her, you want to touch her, you want to kiss her, you want to fuck her. Don't tell this to your girlfriends, because they will walk away from you. But I know you people. Do you understand? I know your feelings. I know what you like. I know what you want. I know what you do. And I know what you think. And don't lie to me, because I know all the lies. So I try to wake you up in any way. But God told me it's their choice, my son. They need to make the good decisions. I cannot say, now you listen to me. God told me that He gave the free way for you to choose in what you like and what you don't like. And I'm only warning you in the things you better don't do. Smoking, is it a sin? No, it's not a sin. But it's also not good for you. I'm smoking. I'm with God, but I'm smoking. And God never told me, "Hey, my son, you need to stop smoking or you will die." God never told me this. Because if this was true, then God will tell me, or God will take it away from me. Because I know when I need to stop, and God only tell me, "You need to stop, my son, with smoking, or you will die." Then I will say to God, "Then I will die in your name, because I cannot stop smoking." But my Lord, my Father, if you think that it is better to take it away from me, then take it away. Because God took away my dizziness. And this was something the doctors told me that it will never go away again. I will walk with it forever. And God did come to me, and He took it away directly. And then I was thinking about my doctor. That it is possible. But only if God wanted. So when I saw God do this and felt it, then I was thinking, so God, you can take away my smoking also. And I think God will take it away in time. And I don't need to kick off. Because I know my Father will care for me. And when God think, God no, I don't want to smoke. I don't smoke much, but I smoke. And it's not a sin, but it's bad for your health. It's not good. But I don't smoke much. I smoke one big packet in the week. Well, that's not much. But if there is a will, there is a way. And if you are with God, then you will walk with God and Jesus. And you don't walk alone. Because you always will walk with God and Jesus. And they will help you on your way. And they will never let you go. If you are sincere, honest. And if you are a liar on God's way, then God will let you fall like a liar. And suddenly you are on a side way. a way what leads to Rome. So you cannot fool God or Jesus. But the people can fool people. And that's very dangerous. And this is what I'm seeing all the time. And then I think a people is the fool of the people, and please let me be the fool of God.